Hey everybody, welcome to Just Be Yoga's Empower Yoga Flow, our first yoga flow of 2021. So come on in. If you're new, I'm going to set these aside and not use them so that I can actually see what's going on down here on the mat. If you're new to our Empower Yoga Flow and Just Be Yoga, first of all, welcome. Just Be Yoga has been a donation-based yoga community outreach for 10 years, going on 11. And I would like us to be able to continue to be able to offer open source yoga practices as accessibly as I can to as many people as I can. So we're donation based. Feel free to drop a donation into our paypal.me/justbeyoga or go to our website, justbeyoga.com. If you're wanting to learn a little bit more about maybe private lessons or anything else that we have to offer, our Tai Chi new series that's going to be starting next week. All kinds of different practices and workshops that I will be planning for this year, but we definitely do have a new Tai Chi series starting soon. Okay, so I think some of you are noticing this camera has been kind of going in and out, so I'm sorry. I hope that you bring your attention to yourself when you're met a little bit more than watching me. We are going to flow this year. I think today, this year I want to work on giving myself a little bit more of a push myself. I feel like I've been trying to do things so safely online that I've been peeling back, wanting to make sure that I can keep things as accessible to people who don't really have maybe some of those fundamentals down. But I'm really starting to notice the people who are coming in on Saturday are some of those regulars, and they might be wanting a little bit of extra juice. So Belinda's going to try to push herself. Doesn't mean that you need to push yourself to the degree that Belinda pushes herself. But please know that you need to take a break. But I will be pushing myself to try to find some new spaces and a new level of intensity to conjure my power. Alrighty, I think I see him seeing some comments popping up here. Brandy is shoveled and is warmed up in ooey gooey. Okay, ooey gooey deep stuff. Please put in your requests. What do you want for this year? Not this year. Not all of this year. How about today? What do you need? This last class that we just did, people wanted a lot of low back stuff. So let me know. I am working on, this is going to be Sarah's favorite. Good morning, Sarah. It's going to be going through it. We're just going to keep going through it. Just keep swimming. So that's my intention for today. So if that gives you any indication, I want to see how I can knit and purl certain different spaces that maybe don't feel like they go together. I might try to see if I can feel a way to navigate in between them all and let them flow together. Hey, Stephanie. All right, that's the plank master. You know, I feel like if you guys know the Ghostbusters movie, this is, are you the key master? Are you the key master? Now, Stephanie she is the plank master. All right, I'm not seeing any more requests, not seeing any kind of requests. So you guys are leaving things up to me, no pressure. All right, let's get moving here today. We're going to start in our child's pose. I'm going to play a playlist off of the YouTube, so let's see how that works out, eh? Okay, good morning. Come on in. Let's get started here together. Oh, let me take Stephanie off screen. Hey, all right. All right, so let's come to the top of our mat in our child's pose. This is going to be about a 75-minute experience. Take from it what you can and what you wish. Yeah, that camera is doing its thing, isn't it? All right. Here it is. I think it's fine now. Find your child's pose, knees wide or together. Arriving on your mat. Greet yourselves in this moment, this new year. A new you. Every minute there's a new you or a new opportunity to shape your awareness of yourself in a different way. Let's start to cultivate our ujjayi. Relax your throat, relax your mouth. Let the belly expand with breath. Hear the sound of your breath. Let's walk the arms and the hands over to the right. Nice deep stretch. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's walk it on over to the other side. Good. Let's make our way back to center. Arms out in front of you, shoulder width apart. Spread the fingers wide. Greet your fingers, greet your hands. Breathe in, come forward to hands and knees. Exhale, lift the hips up, down dog. Do what you need to wake up the heels, the legs, the hips. Feel your entire body. Changed perspective. See the world from this view. Good. Let's breathe in. Tilt the tailbone up. Look forward. Step, walk, jump the feet up. It's still early in practice. Breath in, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, root and rise. Lift, reach, see, breathe, forward fold. Let the upper body go. Feel your legs supporting you. Feel your spine moving with you. Half flat back. Palms down. Step to plank. Let's glide through chaturanga. Breathe in, cobra. Sip in that breath. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, look forward, step, walk, or jump the feet up. Half flat back, lengthen. Forward fold, let the upper body go. Let's breathe in as we rise. Flow and connect. Exhale, forward fold. One movement connecting to the next. Half flat back. Palms down, stepping to plank. Try to alternate your lead leg. Maybe use your knees, lower through, elbow shade the ribs. Inhale. Make space in your abdomen for breath. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Exhale, look forward, step, walk, or float the feet up. Half flat back. Forward fold, squeeze the thighs, release the spine. Inhale, flow, move the shoulders, move the neck, move your belly. Forward fold, bow into yourselves. Half flat back, make room, new breath. Step to plank. Elbow height, back up, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, point the toe, open the hip. Exhale, right elbow. Inhale it up. Point the toe, open the hip. Exhale, left elbow. Inhale it up. Maybe you skip some stuff. Exhale, bring the right foot through. Stay on the back toes. Rising up, crescent warrior. Inhale. Exhale, extend the chest forward. Left elbow, right knee. Find your twist. Push the left heel back. Good. And release. Come on, back to your crescent. And hands down. Step to plank. Maybe keep the right leg lifted as you lower. Inhale. Feel that heat starting to rise in the body. Exhale, downward facing dog. Distribute that heat evenly. Inhale, left leg lifts. Point the toe, open the hip. Exhale, left elbow. Inhale it up. Exhale, right elbow. Move the waist. Inhale it up. Exhale, place the foot down in between the hands. Rising up, crescent warrior. Sink as you rise. Reach the torso forward. Right elbow, left knee. Twist it out. Maybe you're having the right hand to the floor instead. Find your twisting lunge. Relax your abdomen and move in that twist. Good, let's bring it back. Crescent warrior. Make it long, let it sink. Hands down, step to plank. Maybe keep the left leg lifted as we lower. Inhale, cobra. Maybe up dog, tops of the feet down. Knees are off the floor, rising in the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out, look forward, step, walk, or jump the feet up. Half flat back. Forward fold. Chair pose, bend the knees, pull the butt back. Let the chest rise. And forward fold, let it go. Half flat back. Palms down, step to plank, lower through chaturanga. Maybe use those knees now. Breath in, offer space in the heart and the chest. Exhale, down dog. Surrender. Right heel lifts, keep the hip closed. Drive that heel up. Let's bring the right knee through, back foot flat, rising up, warrior one. Inhale. Sink in the hips as you lift the chest. Right hip back, left hip forward. Hands down, step to plank. Maybe go to down dog and wait, or lower through. Inhale, cobra, continuous and calm. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Close the hip, be in down dog in the right leg. Bring that left foot through, back foot flat. Inhale, sink as you rise. Continuous and calm. Left hip back, right hip forward. Sink, breathe. Hands down, step to plank, lower through. Breath in. Where do you need to be? Breath out, down dog. Inhale. Look forward, step walker, jump the feet up. Half flat back. Forward fold. Chair pose, maybe close your eyes. Forward fold. Trust that you can fold into you. Half flat. I'm going to go with this with my own eyes closed. Palms down, step to plank. Lower through. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feel what's sinking. Feel what's rising. Arms and feet pressing and sinking. Hips rising. Right heel lifts, breath in, keep that hip closed. Exhale, stepping the foot through, back foot flat. Maybe you still got those eyes closed. I'm giving it a go to rise up into our warrior. Good, hands down, step to plank. Trust that your mat is here. You know this terrain. Lower through. Breathe in, cobra or up dog. Open. Open yourself to opening. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in, left leg lifts, eyes closed. Feel the world in this way. Exhale, step the left foot through, back foot flat. Use the breath, use your trust to come up warrior one. Sink in those legs. Where's your breath? Hands coming down, stepping the plank, lowering through chaturanga. Breath in, cobra. Breath out, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, child's pose. 3 breaths, child's pose. And then we'll do 3 breaths, rabbit. Stay with the heartbeat. Stay with your practice on your mat, what you're feeling about yourself. Legs together. Grab the ankles or heels. Bring your head as close to the mat as you can. Top with the head down. Lift the hips. Breathe. Stretching out your upper back and neck. Be gentle and kind. Draw the shoulders up to the ceiling. Breath in. Breath out. Lower the hips. Arms out in front of us. Let's walk the arms as far over to the right as we can. Maybe left hand over right. Feel that upper body stretching. And then over to the left. Maybe right hand on top of the left. Good. Let's walk the arms out in front of us. Spread the palms wide. Come into awareness of the palms anew. Notice something about one finger, one bit of your skin, one knuckle, something new in your hands, your wrists. Come forward to hands and knees. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, down dog. Breath in, look forward, step walker, jump the feet up. Half flat back. Forward fold. Don't drag by here. Really fold. Surrender something in the spine. Inhale to rising, reaching, maybe back bending. Feel your legs rooting you. Feel your rib cage lifting off of your waist. Forward fold. Let it go. Be here. Let's do that again and actually practice lifting. Inhale it up. Reach, lift. Feel some space stretching in your own waist, even while you make room for breath. And forward fold. Half flat back. Palms down, step to plank. Lower through. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Make room in your chest for a new breath. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, point the toe, open the hip. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale it up, lift it, open it. Exhale, left elbow. Good. Bring it back, down dog, right leg lifted. Bend it. Let's flip it if you want. Both feet down, thrust those hips. Exhale, let's bring it back, down dog, right leg lifts. Really lifting it. Are you already coming through to the crescent? Have you even found what are the limitations, the range in the lift? And we'll bring the foot through. How deep can you walk it out there? Spin onto the left toes. Coming up, crescent warrior. Long and strong in that back leg, pushing that left heel back. Lift your waist off of your hips. Lift your waist off of your hips, but don't sacrifice breath. Breath in. Exhale, taking it forward. Find your twist. Maybe left hand down. Breath. We're going to step the left foot up. Both feet together, twisting chair. Ha. Good. Let's step the left leg back. Twisting lunge. Good. Let's windmill it open. Warrior two. Ha. Side angle. That elbow can rest on the thigh. Some of you are bringing that hand down. Don't compromise. Opening the rib cage. Push the baby toe edge of the left foot down. Hips thrusting forward. Breathing. Some of you might need to put a block down out in front of you. We're going to give a little push and stand in that right leg. Open that left hip. Half moon. Flex the left toes. Bring the left toes in your line of vision. Good. We're going to bring both hands down, close the hip. Warrior three. Look at that right foot. Keep it in line. Flex the left toes. Good. We're going to make our way up. Warrior three, hands free. Draw that left knee up into the chest. Find that left foot or ankle, inner thighs together. Stand. Sing. See. Laugh. Fall. Push the top of that left foot into the hand. Reach the chest forward. Now Tarajasana. Start to lift that left leg up. But you got to do it standing on that right leg. Bringing ourselves back. Take your time. Bringing that left knee up into the chest. Cross left ankle over right knee. Have a seat. Good. Lay the chest forward over those thighs. Good. Let's bring ourselves back up. Take your time. Stand up in the right leg. Bring that left knee up. Step the left leg back. Go back to that crescent. Home base. Home base. Sink in it. Oh, we're on the ground. Both feet are on the ground. So much gratitude. Bring the hands down. Step to plank. Good. Lower through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Be honest about what you need. Restore, recharge. Exhale, downward facing dog. Surrender. Ha! Left leg lifts. Point the toe. Open the hip. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale it up. Use those arms. Lift the hips. Open the hip. Exhale, cross it over to the right elbow. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's bring it back down, dog. Left leg lifting. Good. We're going to bring that left foot through in between the hands. Stay on the back toes. Rising into your crescent. Maybe for a few breaths, close your eyes. Be in all of the lines of energy you can feel in your right leg. From the hip, through the knee, into that heel. If you were to draw the line that you feel, what would it look like? Is it straight? Does it have kinks? Is it thicker on one end? Good. Inhale, sink in the hips. Exhale it forward, right elbow. Find your twist. Straighten that right leg. Breath. Breath. Good. We're going to step the right foot up. Twisting chair. Legs together, feet together. Make room for breath. Good. We're going to step the right leg back and fall over. Find your twist. All right, my back is going to be to you. Here we go. We're going to windmill it open. Warrior two. Side angle. Thrust the hips, scoop the tailbone under. Breathe in your entire abdomen. Maybe that left hand comes down. Shoulders away from ears. Scoop that tailbone under, lengthen your own spine. All right, we're going to bring that left hand out in front of us. Maybe get a block. Give a little push with that right leg, maybe a few steps. We're going to stand in that left leg, lifting that right leg, stacking right hip over left hip. Flex your right toes. Open the chest. You can always keep the gaze down. Maybe keep the gaze neutral. Start to inspect. What is my left leg doing really? What parts of my left leg are activated? What parts of that leg are afraid? What parts of my left leg need to strengthen? What parts are like, I got you? Breath. Both hands down. Close the hip. Close the hip and flex the right toes. Feel that line of energy. Draw it. Draw that straight line parallel with the mat. Your chest parallel with the mat. Maybe one hand to the chest. Maybe both hands to the chest. Good. We're going to come up to standing, pulling that right knee up. When you're ready, or just call it good right here. You could find the top of that right foot or ankle. Aim that right knee down. Thank all of the body parts that are cooperating with you. We'll start to push the top of that foot into the hand, reaching and arcing the chest and the breath up and forward. Good. We'll bring ourselves back. Pull that knee up. Cross the ankle. Find your cross-legged chair. Breath. Calm mind. Chest forward. Bring yourselves back into the cross-legged chair. Come to standing. Pull that right knee up. We're going to step the right leg back into the crescent. Stepping it back. Breathe. Sink in the hips. Yay. We're on the ground with both legs. Woo. Hands down. Step to plank. lower through, up dog or cobra, downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Good, look forward, step, walk, or jump the feet up. Half flat back, forward fold. Fold it in, bend the knees, sink the butt back chair. Forward fold, let it go. Half flat back, palms down, step to plank. We're going to lower to chaturanga or skip it, back up to plank, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, keep it neutral. High, be in down dog in the left leg. Bring the right knee through, back foot flat, rising up, warrior one. Where's your breath? Where's your mind? What are you connecting with? What have you let go of and still feel so free, feel so unburdened, not less than, not as a failing? That is so strong to say, but you don't need to carry around with you anymore. Hands down, lift the foot, step it back, lower through, up dog or cobra, breath. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, nice and neutral, breathe. Close that hip, close that hip. Where are you? How is your right leg supporting you? Is your left arm or your right arm doing more or less? Let's step that left foot through, back foot flat, taking your time, stable, rooted, confident, yours. Not mine, yours. Check in on your breath. Is that your breath or is that a ragged breath? Is that your breath or is that a lackadaisical, slow, not present breath? Where are you in it? What's starting to feel charged up and ready to go? What's starting to feel like it can let go of a burden as well as get invigorated? Breathe in and hands down, step to plank. Good, lower through. Breathe in, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good, let's look forward. Now, if you're jumping, see if you can work on some confidence to try to lift that butt higher over the hands, but you gotta look up. So I'm gonna bend the knees, and I'm gonna look forward. I'm gonna breathe in. I'm gonna use the exhale to launch it up. Reset. Feet back, down dog. Breathe in. Let's look forward, bend the knees, and flow. That's what I'm talking about. Good. Half flat back, forward fold. Good. Bend the knees, sink the butt back and down chair. Weights in the heels. Scoop that tailbone under. Find your chair. Setting that chest up, pull those knees back, sink in it. Pull the navel to the back of the spine. Let go, let go, let go. Be there, but don't be there. Where is here? Where are you in your feet? Where are you in your breath? Where are you in your mind? What's the storyline going on in your mind? Where are you in your emotions? Good, forward fold. Really fold it in. With every exhale, let the upper body go. Squeeze the thighs. Give yourself support. Give yourselves enough support that you can let go. How do you support your need to let go? Half flat back. Palms down. Let's step to plank. To a 3 count, lower to chaturanga. 1, 2, 3. Back up to plank. 1, 2, 3. Downward facing dog. Ha. Right heel lift. Stay in down dog in the left leg and the arms. Feel the trajectory. Feel the angle of that right heel. Lengthening that leg up. Close that hip. Use your waist to close that hip. Let your head go. Be intentional in that left leg. Keep lifting the hips from the abdomen, from your core, not from your back. Breath. Shift forward, knee to chest. Slowly step the right foot through. Back foot flat. Arms out in front of us. Push the feet down to lift the chest up for warrior 1. Push into the baby toe edge of that left foot. Try not to have the arch rooting down. Feel your heat accumulating differently than when we do the drive-by. When we're going rip and run and go and go. See the scenery, that inner landscape that we're missing when we're going so fast. Feel your groin, your inner thighs. Feel the muscles in your calves and your shins. What are they doing? They have a role to play. How about your neck, your throat? Live this pose in your abdomen. Can you sink? Can you rise? Can you rise? Don't just be in the sinking of the legs. Rise. Good. Breathe in. Exhale. Hands down. Step to plank. Ready to a 3 count. 1, 2, 3. Back up to plank. 1, 2. Slow it down. 3. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Practice the down dog. Don't just hang out here taking a break. You're on your mat. We're here with intention. You can restore intentionally. Notice when you're unplugging from your practice, your connective tissue. Left heel lifts. Breathe. Soften the shoulders. Let the head go. Let those thoughts go. Close that hip and let go of perfecting anything. We're just intensifying our ability to be aware. How high could we lift that left heel? How much could you extend the left heel away from your hip? Feel the difference of up versus extension. Breath. Knee to chest. Take your time. Feel it. Don't want to miss any piece. Don't want to miss it. Don't want to miss it. Good. Let's step the left foot through. Back foot flat. Come out of that arch. Be into the baby toe edge of that right foot. We'll lengthen forward. Good. Push the feet down to lift the spine up. Sinking. Breathing. Where are you? Don't go away here, everybody. Don't go away here. Don't even go away into the what's coming next. Ooh, I hope she does. Anything like that. Be right here. Sop all of this up with a biscuit. I'm hungry. Breathe. Yeah, get every last crumb. Get every last drop. Breathe in, lifting, invest into feeling lifting. Do you even know what it feels like? No, we don't. Ooh, now I know a little bit. Ooh, I'm learning a little bit more. Hands coming down, feel the earth. Step that left foot back, find your plank. Lower through slowly. Good. Cobra or up dog. Breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Did you unplug? Where are you? What are you lengthening? What are you rooting? What are you practicing in your breath? What are you practicing in your mind? Good. Let's come down to the knees. 3 breaths. Child's pose. And then 3 breaths. Rabbit. Good. Let's find a clasp. Inner thighs together. Bring your head as close to the knees as you can. Bringing the top of the head to the floor. As you roll onto the top of the head, lifting the hips. Draw the shoulders up to the ceiling. Don't push that neck too far. Good. Let your practice start to show you when you push yourself too far. And lower it down. so that we remember it the next time we're pushing ourselves too far, right? In a project, in our relationships, in a conversation, right? Moderation, slowing down. Less is more. All right, we're going to work on our Surashasana. So I'm going to bring my hands together, heels of the palms together, like playing volleyball, okay? I'm going to turn this way. I'm going to bring these elbows, keep them in this V shape, and bring them down. I'm going to bring the very top of my head, not my forehead, to the floor, in between the arms, but don't pinch the head with your arms. Breath, tuck your toes. This is where you can stay. Trying to draw the shoulders up, not letting them shrug up toward the ears. Try to draw the shoulders to the ceiling. Feel your neck naturally lengthening. And then navigate any smushage that you have going on with any chest flesh that may be coming around your chin or your mouth or your nose. We'll tuck the toes, lift the hips down dog in this position if you want to give it a try. I'm going to move sideways, not only so you can see, but I don't really get a grip on this flooring. Maybe walking those feet in. Good. Lift the weight off of your head by pushing your forearms down. Feel your breath. Some of you may want to draw a knee to the belly. Keep pulling the butt up. Maybe switch. Maybe bring both knees to the belly. Breath. Maybe not. Don't want it so bad. You are the same you in this shape. You are the same you. Carry that essence with you. We'll bring the legs down. Bring the knees down. Child's pose. Good. We'll roll our way up. I'm going to move this mat out of the way just for a moment, or maybe for the rest of the class. We'll see. Sitting back on the heels, feeling the thighs, feeling maybe a little glisten. We're going to bring the palms down, keep the chin up. We're going to swing and sweep the legs through. Legs out in front of us, flex the toes, maybe clear any fleshy bits out of the way. So Sarah, if you're still here, you can see where the brick practice will help you with that swing and sweep. Let's lengthen up, breath in, exhale, hinge forward. All right, so you can hold your shins or ankles. Some of you are bringing the hands over the toes. Don't let the feet try to clap into each other like prayer feet. Let's try to push the big toe knuckles forward as though your feet are standing on an imaginary floor. Squeeze your thighs, shoulders back. Let the tummy breathe. Confront any thought that's coming up right now. Now feel out your weight in the back of the left leg and the right leg. Are you rolling into the left butt or the right butt more? Do you know? Can you wiggle, squiggle your waist, your legs in a way to start to feel some equilibrium? And what does that change? What new areas in the hips and the muscles in the legs start to scream or cry? How do you send it a trusting signal? Good. Let's roll the spine up. We'll bring the feet in. Lift the knees. Good. Let's find a clasp. Breath in. Exhale. Over to the side and up. Over to the side and up. So breathe and twist in your boat. See if you can fixate on lifting through the rib cage. How much freedom can you invite in breath? Try to touch the floor. Lift the back and the chest. Touch the floor. Lift the back and the chest. It's not a race, so take your time and try to feel each piece. No matter what quivers, breath. Do it in your mind. You can hold it here if after a while you know you can't sustain anymore. Breath, don't quit on you though. Good. Don't quit on your practice. You can quit and stop and pause on certain areas, but don't quit on you entirely. Breath, breath. Good. Bottoms of the feet together. Sit up nice and tall. Pull the belly up, pull the chest up. Forward fold. Breath in. Lengthen the low back. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. And let's roll the spine up. We're going to keep the feet together, walk the feet out a little bit further. Just a little. Sit up nice and tall, shoulders down, breath in. Exhale, hinge forward. Feel the different area of the back that's responding. Different areas of the hips in their angle. Let the tummy protrude with breath. And we'll roll the spine up. We'll lengthen those legs once again. Legs together, little inward rotation of the thighs. Clear it out so that you can feel your sit bones. Good. Push the backs of the legs to the floor. Flex the toes. Look at those feet. Push the ball joints forward. Don't let them cave in. Push the ball joints forward. It creates a nice inward rotation of the thighs. Breath in. Let's sit up nice and tall. Shoulders down. Exhale. Hinge at the hips. Belly. Chest. Chin one day, not a goal. Find a new class that takes you to a new edge that you got to work on softly, gently. Just as long as you're making room for breath, you're where you need to be. Just so long as you are making room for breath, you are where you need to be. Let's roll the spine up. Draw those knees in. Lift the legs. Breath. Good. Let's straighten the right leg. Keep the chest up. Bring it up. Try not to touch the floor. Left leg. Breathe. Chest up. And bring it back up. Knees together. And right. And up. Knee touch. Left. And up. Arms wide. Right. Come on. Lift through that chest. And up. Knees together. And left. And up. Knees together. Good. Here we go. 2 inches. 2 inches. You can have your legs, your arms out here. You can bring your arms up here. It's even harder. Good. Let's bring it back up. Good. Bottoms of the feet together. Chest up. Thrust the chest up. Maybe look up. Stretch your chest. And take it forward. Shoulders back. Restore. Plug in. But don't quit on yourselves. Stay on your mat. Feel all of the contours and textures. Make your sounds, your moans, your groans. Make your adjustments, your variations to make it fit you, your custom experience. Rolling the spine up. I'm going to bring the legs out a little bit wide with the knees bent. Snaking, one arm under that leg, other arm, palms flat. Now I'm going to slide the palms so that the elbows go past the knee joint. Lift the toes. I'm going to slide the heels forward, not out wide. Kurmasana, turtle. Don't put any undue pressure on those elbows. Breathe through the back of you. Make room for breath, and you're right where you're supposed to be. Make room for breath. Flex those toes. Now, some of you, not all of you, may want to flip the palms up to face the ceiling, and then bring those elbows, bend them, bringing the hands back toward your butt. Now lift the chest and start to wiggle those feet closer together. tucking the chin down. Feel that bending and that stretching in the upper back and the neck and the low back, round the whole spine. Make room for breath. All right, so we're going to wiggle the feet a little wider. I'm going to ease the shoulders out from under us. I'm going to straighten my left leg. I'm going to scooch it back a little bit. See if this works for me. I'm going to bring this right knee up. We're going to cradle under it. Maybe rock. Okay, so I've got a cradle with my elbows under the calf. Some of you may want to, wrap the elbows around the outside of the calf. Okay, but that's going to depend on how open this IT band and piriformis are. Sit up tall. Try not to round the spine. Flex the left leg, and let's just rock. Breathe. Good. I'm going to take my left hand to this right foot. Trying to figure out what's the best vantage point here. I think I'm going to scooch forward. This might have to be where I am. I'm going to bring my right shoulder under this right knee. Sitting up tall. Smile. Say hello to your foot. That could be all. This is where you are. Now I like to straighten the leg and lift it up as high as I can over that shoulder. And then sit up. And that just starts to really pull that joint. But it's also pulling the shoulder down, which really feels good for me. Okay? Remember, I'm in the yoga in my body. You might not get that knee over the shoulder. And it's cool. I mean, it doesn't give you like rocket scientist like status or anything. All right. 90% of us are going to hang out right here. Others of us are going to bring those hands down and lift the butt. Lift that left leg. Some might cross the legs, bend the elbows, send the chest forward. Haven't done Astavakrasana in a while. Breath. Bringing it back. Bring the butt down. Good. Let's laugh out loud. It's all good. Bring the sole of that foot up against that left thigh. Sitting up tall, let's twist to the left. Let's take it forward. Janu Sirsasana. New spaces. And embracing empowerment, not as always doing more. But what can I modify? What can I change? Or what can I do less of? Sometimes our drive and our will are uprooting us, are ripping us apart. And we're wanting and aspiring and putting energy to the thing that we see before we even put the energy into the soil and the rooting that we need. All right, we're going to do the Kurmasana again if you wish. Now, if that's too much, just come on to Upavishta, okay? So this is Upavishta Konasana, legs straight, all right? But in the Kurmasana, the turtle that we did, I'm going to do it again. My low back's kind of saying, hey, let's do that again. So I want to do that again. So I've given us an option. You can stay in Upavishta and come forward. Otherwise, if you're coming into the Kurmasana or turtle, I'm going to bring, now the shoulders and the spine might be a little bit more loosened up. Also, considering how much we've done already today, maybe your body isn't loosening up. Your body could be tightening up because you could be overdoing it. Okay? If you're starting to cramp a lot, you might not be hydrated enough, or you might need some more electrolytes, or you might just need to rest. Okay? So don't adopt this no pain, no gain approach to your yoga. We're here, first principle, in the first limb, ahimsa, non-harming. It takes a long time for us to learn how to stop hurting ourselves. All right, I'm going to snake this under. I'm going to snake this under. I'm going to lift my toes and slide the heels forward. Breath. What is right here? Don't worry about what's coming next. Fully absorbed. Remember, we're sopping it up with a biscuit. What is right here? What are you feeling in your chest, in your belly, in your breath? What are you feeling in your hips and your low back? What are you feeling in the backs of your legs, the backs of your calves? How about your neck, your shoulders, your jaw, your tongue? There's so much right here. Okay, so be here. Write home about this moment. Stay with it and observe it so that you can write about so many different aspects. And when you're ready, I'm going to flip those palms. I had to lift the knees a little to do that. I'm going to bring the hands back and grab a hold of the butt. If Kayla's here, Kayla can actually bring her hands behind her back and wrap one hand around her wrist. But, that's Kayla because she's Kayla. I'm going to lift my chest. I'm going to bring the feet together. You could stay in that Upavishta that you had been in if that's where you want to be. Wiggling those feet together. Respect the shoulders. Respect your spine. Respect your hips. Some of you might want to cross the ankles. I think I'd need to be in this pose. Probably another 10 or 15 minutes before my ankles would cross. If they would. I'm also starting to learn that, this is 50s in my power yoga practice. And I'm okay with that. Learning some respect. And some gratitude for any range of movement I already have. I'm going to wiggle those feet out. I'm going to bring those arms out from under us. So if you're in the Upavishta, let's bring those legs in. I'm going to straighten my right leg. And we're going to bring this left leg in. Remember, we could do our cradle. Chest up. Woo! I think I'm staying right here then, huh? Send the breath deep down into the pelvis, into the abdomen. Maybe rock. Ooh. All right. So now here comes the fun part. You can stay here cradling. Maybe you're working on saying, how do you do that, right? Inside of the elbow crease to the left foot and arch. Inside of the elbow crease, around the knee, shin up. Now that knee may not like that, depending on what's going on in your knee and the things that you've done to it. The things that it has stopped doing a long time ago. Feel your hip, chest up. Woo. Okay. Stay here, or some of us, I'm going to work this hip around a little bit because some lubrication never hurt. And I'm going to bring that left knee up over that left shoulder. All right, so I don't like that grunt that I just did, so I'm going to slow down. And I'm going to work it. Straighten it up, open the hip, lift it, work it. I still had a grunt there, so I'm going to slow it down. I'm going to say, Belinda, maybe this side isn't even going to happen. Who knows? And I'm okay with that. Actually, I'm not. So I'm going to be honest, my ego is already starting to be, no, we can do this. And that's the exact attitude that I don't want to take in my body. Ooh. All right, so I brought this left hand down, using this right hand to kind of hold this knee. Now I'm going to bend the knee and pinch the shoulder with the back of the calf. So I'm pinching with the knee, clamping on that, hoping that that's going to hold. And it may not. All right, there we go. Hands down and lift. Lift the butt, lift the leg, breath. Take that right foot, cross the ankles. Let's see. Squeeze inner thighs. This might be it. This might be it for me. Breathe. Bringing it back up, butt down. All right, that's where we are. I'm going to bring that left foot up against the right thigh. It's called Astavakrasana. That little sideways maneuver, chest up. Ooh. And twist. And come forward. Janu Sushasana. Stay flexed in the feet. Humble. I would say that's exactly where I am right now, a little humble. And I'll bring the spine back up. Awesome. We're going to bring the legs together out toward the front of your mat. We'll engage the core and lower ourselves down. Let as many muscles go as you can. Let's take a nice deep breath in together. Sigh it out. We'll draw the left knee into the chest, give it a little hug, press your spine into the floor. Let your back get as much support as it can from the earth. We just asked it to do so much. Take a few breaths to let it grow in trusting that, okay, really? You're not going to ask me to do something crazy again? At least that's what my back is saying. I'm going to straighten my left leg. Now you might need a strap here, so you could bring a strap to the left foot, hold with the right hand, or we're going to hold that foot or the toe with the right peace fingers and thumbs. Now drive your left heel up to the ceiling. Keep your legs in orientation with one another as though you had your legs together. Yeah, don't let that left leg go out really wide. Good. Try to draw the right shoulder back to the earth, but the right arm is fully extended. Getting a little stretch in that arm as well. Push the back of the right leg to the floor. Breathe. Subtleties. Now we're going to cross over the midline with the left heel. Keep driving the left heel forward. Yeah, there might be a little screaming going on. It's a little screaming for me. We're going to roll over onto that right hip. See if you can keep both shoulder blades flat. Right, left leg as straight as you can. Breathe. If you've got to bend it, bend it. Make room for your breath. As long as you are making room for your breath, you are right where you need to be. Good. We're going to hold it with the right hand and bring that left leg back up toward the ceiling. Take your time. Feel your way. Align that leg. Don't let that leg go too wide. Drive the left heel up. Now, hold on behind the calf or the ankle, leg as straight as you can, and pull that leg as close to you as you can. Good. We're going to let that left leg fall open to the left, so maybe use a strap or just guide it with your left arm and left hand, sorry. Push the back of the right leg to the floor. Feel that it grounds you. Try not to let that right butt pop up off the earth. Stay in your body intentionally. Stay in your body. Know what it is doing at any point in time. Hear the conversation it's trying to have with you. Breath in. Breath out. We'll bring that leg back up. Do whatever you need. Some of us like hip circles. You might need another spinal twist. Maybe a half a happy baby. And then we'll lengthen that left leg and get ready for the other side. No rush. Hugging the right knee into the chest. Press your spine into the mat. Good. Now we're going to straighten that right leg. Get your strap. Or just take the left hand up to the right foot. Whatever, we're going to hold it with the left arm. So left arm, right leg. Try to have that arm extended. Drive that right heel up. Hello. Woo. Like I'm feeling an intensity that I can't even tell the difference between my hamstring and my calf. Yeah, so I'm going to slow it down. Sink heavy. And start to feel the distinct nature of different sensations to come into view. Use your breath. Good. Get the sensation like you're squeezing inner thighs together. Don't let that right leg splay. We're here to practice, not punish. Then you start to back off of some things. Maybe it's just your expectation. And then let's roll over onto the left hip, right leg strong and straight, drive through the heel. Oh, I'm going to use this wall conveniently. Try to just be in the breath, make room for the breath, and feel my authentic being that is only practicing breath. Here is who I am when I only practice breath. Do I know who that is? What is the depth of breath you're experiencing, practicing, surrendering to? Keep that left hand connected with the right foot. We're going to bring it back to center. Maybe keep trying to drive that right heel up. Feel what's there. Get to know what's there. All right, we're going to find a double clasp behind the leg. Drive that right heel up and just start to invite the straight leg towards you, pulling gently. Soften your spine into the floor, pulling gently. Breathe through the back of that leg. Soften your groin. Good, we're going to switch hands now. Maybe you're switching into the strap into a different hand. We're going to start to let that right leg fall open when you're ready. Keep that left leg driving into the earth, left butt cheek. Breath in. Breath out. Slowly bringing that right leg back up. We'll release that leg. Do whatever you need with that leg, and maybe another spinal twist, maybe hip circles. Good. Let's walk the feet in. We'll bring the knees into the chest, forehead to the knees, inner thighs together. Lowering that spine down, send the legs up toward the ceiling. Now is the time, if you like to practice your shoulder stands with your legs up the wall, go ahead and adjust yourselves and take yourselves either near a sofa or a wall. If you're staying in the middle of the room, let's just find our Viparita Karani. That's where we are right now. The legs up as effortlessly as we can, flexing the toes to the face, standing on the ceiling. Lift the chin a little so that the back of the neck is curved up and off of the mat. Stay here. This is a perfectly fine inverted space for restoration. Maybe let the eyes remain open so that you're flipping your view, seeing the world from this space. If you're joining, we're going to bring the arms down alongside the waist. Now, if your legs are on the wall, go ahead and walk the feet onto the wall, bending the knees a little. Separate the feet just maybe 4 or 5 inches apart. Don't angle the toes out. Keep the feet neutral. If you're in the middle of the room, we're going to use the arms to help us hoist. So we got to use the arms and the core muscles to hoist the butt up, hands coming to the low back. If you're at the wall, just start to push your butt off the wall as you thrust the hips up, and then bring your hands to the low back so your feet are on the wall. Might need to lift your chin away from any fleshy material. If you have abundance in the chest area, we'll talk about how to prevent smotherage a little bit later, so you might need to come down right now. Breath. Let the tummy go. Now, as gravity starts to pull on the body, right, the body starts to slump down and the hands are sliding up the butt. So try to continue to travel the hands toward the floor or up the back, giving more support to the rib cage. Lift the chin away from the chest. Let the breath happen. Now, if you're at the wall, all you got to do is just lower the spine down, letting the arms go. If you are free in the room, feel free, if you'd like, to start to pike the legs overhead, keeping the legs as straight as you can. You've got stuff in the way, clearly. And then you can bend the knees, either touching your forehead or letting the knees come on either side of your ears. For Karnikadasana, rest the arms, legs straight, and just curl the spine down to the floor. If you've got legs up the wall, go ahead and take Shavasana with legs up the wall. Or you can bring the bottoms of the feet together, knees open. If you're on the floor and you want to just lower the legs, go ahead. You could also have the bottoms of the feet together. And I think I am going to stay there. My hips are asking for a little bit of this. Or you can just straighten the legs and let all of the working element be done. Adjust your shoulders and your head for comfort and ease. And no matter how awesome this feels and how restful it is, stay present, stay here, stay aware. Don't go away. Mindful awareness in stillness and quietude. What is right here for you to experience? Plug into the quietude. Sop it up. Get to know it. Look at the mind and observe it running around. How much it avoids stillness and non-doing. Observe your breath and what it does in this stillness. Where does it want to go naturally? Left to its own devices, what would your breath do in you, for you, with you? Let's start to wiggle toes, fingers, wrists, ankles. Maybe stretch, maybe yawn. Soak up this moment. Don't already be in, oh, this is over, and the thing that you're about to do next. Notice the mind's tendency to want to do that. Linger. Stay. Hang out. Be right here. Being present takes practice. And be present as you allow the body to start to make its way upright. Choose how you want to sit in your body. And let's be present with everything that the body is saying about the experience it just had, where the energy is still emanating from all of that activity, from all of that intensity, from all of that intention. Feel it in your bones, in your ribs, in your spine, in your flesh, in your skin. Feel it in your fluids, in your mucous membranes, in your eyeballs. Feel it in your ears. What did you empower physically? On a cellular level, on an organ level? What did you empower breath-wise? What did you empower mentally? Empowering in more and empowering in less. Single Om if you wish to join. Deep breath. Hands to the heart center if you wish at the Anjali Mudra. Holding an intention close to my heart. I'm going to carry an intention from my practice of not quitting on me. It doesn't mean I got to beat myself up, but not quitting on my practices, not quitting on me. That's what I'm holding in my hands close to my heart. All the love and light in me recognizes the same love and light that emanates from you, because it is the same and we are one. Namaste. I'm Belinda with Just Be Yoga, and this has been our January 2, 2021 Empower Yoga Flow. I got the date right, finally. Thank you all so much for coming and joining and being a part of this practice this morning. I hope that you practiced a whole bunch of empowerment of humility and a bunch of empowerment of doing less rather than ripping ourselves apart to do more. If you take anything from our practice and enjoy it, please share our videos, share our website, and if it's in your heart or your pocket, please feel free to drop a donation into the till at paypal.me/justbeyoga. All right, everybody, it's been awesome to have the crew here. Hey, Kayla, I conjured you. I feel like I conjured you. Did you feel me conjuring you? So good to see everyone. Ooey gooey deep stuff. All right, Brandy. I couldn't remember whether ooey gooey had been from my first class or whether it was this one. I almost said ooey gooey at some point in time. Can't remember. See, because I'm that present right here. I'm not being in something else. All right, Brandy, Stephanie, Kayla, Sarha, are you still here? And then we've got some other numbers that I see here. So whether you want to say hi or not, I've been honored to have you here practicing with us. So please feel free to come on back, hit the playlist if you like. Don't feel like you got to get up in the morning and do this practice. You can always hit us on demand on our playlists on YouTube or on Facebook. So thank you all so much. Awesome. Oh, you were a couple of minutes late. Technical difficulty. That's okay. You're on time if you're here. And remember, what was I saying? I was like, oh, I got to write that one down. Something about if you're in your breath, you're right where you need to be. So take your breath with you all the time. Work on those Asana Vakrasanas, y'all, or just laugh out loud about it. Okay. Peace, everybody. Namaste.